On today's episode of As the World Turns, we stop and pick up a 74 Vega Notchback. My 15-year-old daughter has been running some junior street stuff and is looking into getting into sportsman racing and maybe having a little street toy to play with. So we found this car about 6 miles up the road, and after church Sunday, we rode by and looked at it and contacted the seller and made a deal. So we showed up under this barn here and checked the car out and decided why not. So we jumped on it, picked it up, drug it back into the yard, and as you can tell by the motley crew getting out of the truck, I had a lot of help. So without their help, I couldn't make things happen around this shop. So you'll notice in the video us cleaning it up and making fun of what the engine is and how the car runs or doesn't run. But we'll put out a video a little bit later this week of us trying to get it started, because I believe the engine's going to free up and put the daughter to work on this thing. She's got a little bit of work to do before the first of the year next year, so she can drive on her own after April at the races. Right now, just like I say, running junior street with a parent riding along with her. We've been borrowing a car here, there, and yonder, so she's enjoying it. I believe she's going to be stuck racing for a while, so figure we get her own car and keep her out of ours. Watch along as we transverse from a stock 4-cylinder car to putting a little small V8 in it just to get her feet wet with a little bit of power and see how she likes it. As always, like and share and hit the dinger. Alright, so if we're going to keep the AC, we can't put a V8 in it, so we'll just put twin turbos on this aluminum block steel head 4-cylinder from 1974. I think it's going to hold up. Grasshopper Garage collection. It's a 4-cylinder. Oil looks good, no water in it. I think we're going to put a battery in and see if it'll crank, even though we're not going to keep this engine and transmission. Curiosity's getting the best of us. We're just going to see if we can maybe fire it up. Maybe we'll put out there, hey, will it run and drive? We know it won't make it out of the yard with these tires, but anything's possible. So we're going to put a battery in it and see what this thing will do. Stay tuned. There's some pieces missing that we may need, unless somebody wants to ride back here and hold these in. Got to thinking about it though. Kind of looks like an old Camaro. We may just get us a tail pan for a 73 Camaro with the 4 tail lights in it. Chop it down, put her in it. That way nobody knows what it is when they see it from behind. They'll just think it's a small Camaro. Get the spare tire out, we're going to get it put on, see if we can't drive around the block.
So what am I supposed to do when I get to the edge?
Just wash it back in. It doesn't matter if you get water down in it. We got a big thing anyway. Papa's got a tarp we'll put on some height. Have that to come out and put the shop and get a car inside of it. I've already hooked up the battery, did the smoke test. We didn't let any of the smoke out yet. So we're fixing to hit the switch and see if it'll bump over.
Can I do
Negative.
it?
Negative.
Do it.
All right. Lead the power on. We finna go.
I want to do it.
Oh!
Fake, honestly.
Try it again.
Ain't turning over yet.
Nope.
Locked up.
She's locked up.
They can turn the wheel down there.
Keep bumping it. That's all right. Leave the key in the on position. Let's turn some lights on. And hey, we got headlights, so we did have.
Watching out for it.
Push them back in. Oh, we'll turn them on. All right. Target lights. Push it in just a hair. You got the key on? Turn the blinker on. A left or a right? I ain't got nothing. I ain't got
You ain't
nothing.
got nothing.
Can't drive it today.
Darn.
We're trying to turn this key off. Couldn't figure out what was happening. It's a sports car. It's got a shifter in the floor. So there's a lock mechanism on the side of the column. You got to mash down just like a standard shift car to put it in the lock position. Now we got in the lock position. We ain't got to worry about killing the battery. All right, what we're getting ready to do is Mandy's going to turn on this camera so we can look down into the spark plug holes and see if we see any rust. We don't want to tear up a perfectly good 4-cylinder before we put a V8 in this thing.
Ooh, it feels full of something.
Try the next cylinder, baby. You're probably right on top of the piston. Yeah, it looks like we got a bunch of water in there, maybe a little bit of contamination. So trying to bust this old girl off is probably not going to happen, but it was worth a shot. Mandy would have made a pass in it with a 4-cylinder if we could have, but we're going to put it old 305 with automatic in it for now, and until we get ready to put us a nice little 434 or something in it to bracket race. Smile for the camera.